Hello Felix, Felix here, and welcome to MLC Vuelta. I'm gonna be doing some pre-draft videos, and in this MLC, I'm gonna be adding something different. I'm gonna be adding something you might know from FIFA. I'm gonna be adding chemistry. So when you draft your team now, it's very important that your team has chemistry. So let's just get right into it. And by the way, my voice is kind of messed up because I just woke up and I'm kind of sick. So, I'm going to explain this to you right now. You might be a bit confused right now, but don't take it, just don't be overwhelmed by it. So, you might know in FIFA Ultimate Team, you have chemistry. If people are in the same league, the same nationality, the same formation, or stuff like that, and they get better. Well, I'm going to be implementing that in MLC. So on the screen right now, you see that if they're from the same team, they got plus a half stat. If they're from the same nation, they get plus a half stat. Or if they're the same division, they get plus a half stat. So let's take a look at this. We see that Fabio Aru, I'll just zoom in right here. We see that Fabio Aru is from Italy. He's from Astana, and he's in the Pro Tour. He's gonna link up with Francesco Gavazzi. He's also from Astana, and from Italy, and from the Pro Tour. And don't bear in mind the formation on the screen right now. I just needed something from FIFA to show you guys, so you guys would have an easy understanding. So the links doesn't really matter, because it's just how they link up. Because those two guys, let's take a look. So Fabio Aru and Gavazzi are both going to get plus 1.5 stats. And in Pro Cycling Manager, that's going to be rounded up to 2+ stats. So let's take a look at the final result. So Fabio Aru is going to have plus 2 in everything, and Gavazzi is going to have plus 2 in everything. Let's take a look at another. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can show it here, and I think it's better. So, let's see. Also, Simon Ponzi. I'm going around quite a bit. Simon Ponzi's up here. He's not linked up with those, but it doesn't really matter because he's gonna pair up with them anyway. He's also from Italy, from Astana, and from the Pro Tour, which means he's gonna get plus 1.5 stat, which is gonna be equal out to plus 2 stats. So when we see this, so Gavazzi plus Aru plus Ponzi, that means they're all gonna have plus 2 stats because they all got someone they link up perfectly well. Perfectly. So it's not about being drafted second and third and having them maxed up. No. They're gonna be looking for someone with the exact same stuff as they are. So you can see that they have plus 2 in everything. And guys, if you have questions, feel free to send me a private message or in the comments below, or on Skype or on Steam. Next up, we see that we have Peter Sagan. Somebody drafted Peter Sagan in their team, on their 10-man team, which should be 9-man, but I made it 10-man, just by accident. So, we see that Peter Sagan, he's from Cannondale, he's from Slovakia, and he's from the Pro Tour. He's got no one on this team from Cannondale or Slovakia. But he's got a lot of people from the Pro Tour, so he can link up with anyone from the Pro Tour, which means he's going to get plus a half stats, which in PCM is going to round up to plus 1 stat. So, I'm just using Belletti and Keshikov in this one as well, because neither of those two has got anyone they match up with completely in all 3 things. So these 3 guys are all going to get plus 1. So you're going to see that Sagan is going to go from a 79 sprint to an 80 sprint. So in this draft, it's going to be about finding the correct hybrid teams or links or something like that. So you can see that I have Keshikov down here. He is from Astana. He is from the Pro Tour. But he's not from Italy, he's from Sweden. So he's going to get plus a half from the same team, plus a half from the same division. But he's not going to get plus a half from the same nation. So he's going to get plus 1. In every stat. So you can see that right here. He's going to have 74 mountain, 75 hill, instead of 73 mountain, 74 hill. Then on the left side, we see that we have Jonas van Gesnechnen and Francis de Grief. And this is the Belgian pronunciation, I can't do that. They link up perfectly with each other, because they're both from Lotto Belisol, they're both from Belgium, and they're both from the Pro Tour, which means they're both going to get plus 2 in stats. So, in this MLC draft, it's really going to be important to draft the right guys. Because you can make a guy like Kittel be 84 sprint, 84 acceleration by matching him up with, let's say, a guy like Degenkop. So, we can see this. So, if we take a look, this is the final screen. We see here, we see that Rue 75, Gavetzi 65. They turn in to be 77 and 67. So, you can see that. Then I have another example. Up here we see, I drafted Fabio Duarte and Leonardo Duque just for the fun of it, because everyone else was taken the last couple of rounds. They're also going to get plus 2, because they match up perfectly with each other. They're both from the Continental Pro Tour, they're both from the Colombia team, and they're both from the nation Colombia, which is going to be plus 1.5 in total, which is going to be rounded up to 2 points total in stats. So guys, in this MLC, It's all about drafting the right people, not just go for the strongest guys, because if you draft with your head under your arm, you're not going to be the best. It's about thinking of who to draft. Let's say, I'm going to use an example. You see, Nibali is so strong, but I'm not going to draft a Rue or Gavazzi, or Ponzi for that sake. Well, you're missing out on an extra skill point, or stat point and everything for Nibali, because Nibali matches out perfectly with Ponzi, Rue and Gavazzi. So, potentially Nibali could have a lot more stats than they actually have. So, I hope you guys understand this. Please, if you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below, because I'm willing to answer you guys. This MLC is going to be one of the best of all time, because it's going to be the last MLC for like 3 or 4 months, so this one is going to be important. I hope you guys are going to enjoy these hype up MLC videos, because they're going to be coming out draft projections, they're going to be coming out how to draft, there's going to be coming out a lot of stuff, so just be ready for this stuff, because it's going to be amazing, and the next 2 weeks are going to be almost